Welcome back, hunters. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. So last weekend we cleared up one area and we got started into the next series of 3 maps. Last episode in particular was a bit of a slow one just because of how dense the area was we had to hunt in. But we managed to complete both the secondary objective and the primary, so we should be good to go further in. And I think we're basically good just to open up the map and get right towards where we want to head to. So let's make our way out for Spruce Woods. And then we'll be able to see about going for the second area, maybe even the next area. I did try looking up a little bit of a walkthrough just to get an idea of, how far it would be until we'll see a new biome be hunting in. I think this might be the last series of 3, and then we're into somewhere new. I'm not 100% sure, because I admit I just kind of skimmed over a walkthrough. I didn't really go through step by step to see. But I think it would make sense if we are basically right at the tail end of the forest area, just because of how much we have done through it in the series already. Yeah, we'll go into Spruce Woods. We can skip right through this first area, because we took down the grizzly and the 3 wolves. I think the next 2 areas don't actually have any secondary objectives to complete, so it might be pretty quick, but we'll have to see how it goes. I just gotta be careful going through Spruce Woods because of the potential for bear attacks. Because again, this is grizzly territory, and surprisingly enough, it seemed like the black bears were more dangerous or more aggressive than the grizzlies were. So let me just try to get us straight out, leave the area, and hopefully not have any encounters with any of the grizzlies that are here. Yeah, so far we're going pretty good. I mean, it shouldn't be too long before we'll see the next trailhead. Oh yeah, literally right there. So next is Bristlecone Grove. So we'll quickly reach that and see what our objective will be for that. Okay, but yeah, my hope... Ooh, actually, I just realized I forgot my usual, so give me one moment, I'll slide that on. But, yeah, my hope is this is going to be the last of the forest area to cover, just because we've been here for so long, and there still are a number of species and animals to go for in the series. Okay, so just have to take one eastern Timberwolf, and we'll see how well that goes. But there we go, all suited up of sorts and ready to tackle this. Oh, and this is a massive area. Like, compared to the other one, this one looks much, much larger. Also have to keep in mind... probably will have to use my binoculars a bit more here. Like, it does look like this is another pretty dense area, but it might not be as bad of trying to find what I'm after here. Because I do have the predator call, I think. No, I took the rattling antlers with me, so I don't actually have the predator call. That was a mistake. Okay, but let me get the rangefinder at the ready. And I'll see about just trying to find, some areas that are... more high in elevation. I can get a bit of a better look around. Like, you can really tell the loading distance for the game as you see, the textures load in as we're just, walking about here. Like, that hill there, you can see as we zoom in, it starts getting more definition to it. But it is interesting how you have, some maps that feel really tight and enclosed, and then other ones are just these big, sprawling ones that there's so much room to them. Actually, I should also take a quick check. Okay, so I've got 2 tags for wolves and 2 for moose, so we might be able to get a couple of animals in our outing. We just have to find them is always the big issue. Okay, the wind isn't really going to help me if I do try going directly into, like, the main center of the map, so I'll probably have to work a little bit more on the edges and the side. Oh! Okay, well, unfortunately it did see me, but that's a good sign that we might be able to get a wolf pretty quickly. There's just the one over here. But, God, I talked about, again, just how the render distance is for the game. I mean, you do have to remember this was on the GameCube, so it didn't have the most powerful graphics, but still. Actually, okay, that does go into, like, more of the center of the map, but if I'm lucky, maybe I'll spot it again as we're working towards that region. Or, well, that direction. And if I really wanted to speed the process up, I could just try to push the wolves into a corner and then let them be provoked and attack me. But it still feels like I should try to make this more of a proper hunting game. And my hope is I'll be able to... I mean, I don't want it to take a full episode for each area, but if it does have to, it'll still at least let us get next weekend to be start into what will hopefully be a new region. Well, I guess new biome is a better way to put it. Yeah, fortunately, I'm not really seeing any signs of that wolf coming back this way. It was just up around these trees, I think we saw it go running away. Yeah, rangefinder isn't picking it up. So I'll probably have to look at just going deeper into the map and seeing if we can spot anything else from afar before it catches sight of us. Oh. Now, Geister Timberwolf headed west about 50 minutes ago. I think I should check and see. How are we doing timing? Oh, we got plenty of time. Day's only just beginning. Now, let me start walking along the hill here. And we'll see what we can spot out around us. I've been trying not to go, like, too hard with sprinting or that, just to try not give us away. But it does require being a little bit more gentle with the joystick. Again, still getting practice, getting used to the controller. Okay, looks like the wind is blowing... Okay, going northeast direction. So we should be fine if I keep working more to the east. I don't think the wind will give us away that way. No, that's not... Thought maybe the color scheme was that. Could have been a wolf, but not quite. I do like how big and open the map is. It's just that we haven't been lucky to have anything around these open areas either. And because I don't have the predator call, we're not really going to be able to bring in the wolves at all. So we have to basically spot and stalk. Oh. There we go. Okay. There's one over there. Problem is, though, she is on the move. So hopefully she's going to come to a stop in a moment or two. Now, I don't know if there's actually, like, a gender I should be looking to try to get when it comes to the predatory animals. Oh, okay. Well, there's one. Figured I might as well get her before she got scared and ran off. Yeah, I saw another one running up this way. I don't know where exactly they'll be heading off to. So at least claim her, see what she scores as. And maybe I'll try to go for a male for the other tag we've got. Hopefully that'll give us a little bit of a chance to, see how... Oh, actually, 250 is not too bad for her. It's 12 years old, 86 pounds. So that's 350
that
total.
Makes the high scores list.
And I do want to keep saving up the funds that I can, just because each lodge we have a chance to pick up new firearms, gear, etc. I still don't actually know how, like, if career mode transfers over to quick hunt mode as well, like you'll unlock more options or you can kind of create your own little custom hunts. I'll have to see how that goes after we're all done career mode for an episode, just in case. Now, I saw one or two go running this way. I don't know if they'll come back this direction or not, but I don't want to be too aggressive, just in case they are going to make a return along this path. Let me just take a quick little peek with these. Yeah, don't see anything yet. I'll just use the scent cover again. I don't actually know how long the scent cover, like, lasts, so... At least one nice thing I will admit about that is it doesn't have, like, only so many charges you can use, and then you have to pick up more. I'll just be ready with this in case we do stumble upon a wolf and it goes aggressive. Well, if we can take another wolf down, we might be able to head to, the next area today. Let's see. Once we get on top of this little hill here, we should be able to get a good idea of what's around and what we can try going after. If there is anything in sight. Okay, I think I heard wolf panting there. Or like a dog panting, so my guess is... we are pretty close to something. Oh! I just saw the blur going down and up this way. So I think we scared it off again. Oh, there, we had a sighting. Okay, I saw it at the bottom of the hill, but I didn't see it running, like, further off, so... either the render distance for the animals is only, like, with the terrain, too, or it took a very sharp turn once it got to the bottom of that hill. We'll see if we can kind of work down towards it, and if we can maybe pick up where it went from there. So yeah, all we need is one more wolf, and then we can carry along to the next area. And I don't think the moose will be too troublesome to get. Like, it all depends on, like, how the terrain and the environment is like there. But with the size of them, and I don't know if they'll be one of the ones that are, like, you can kind of provoke or will turn aggressive after you. They should be a species that can be, because you do not want to mess with moose in real life. But it's hard to say, like, maybe there's only, like, a few AI types. Like, there's predator, prey, and that's kind of the only distinction of things. Okay, said northwest, so it went up this direction. Just thought maybe I'd stop for a moment and see if I could see it with the, optics we've got. Yeah, nothing registering on the rangefinder. I don't know if it would have stuck to the trail or it would have, like, maybe went somewhere else. But it is actually interesting that depending on the terrain, you can actually come across and see the tracks on the ground. Granted, they are still very hard to, like, spot. But they are actually like a little texture that gets put down from where the animal has been. It kind of reminds me of the Hunter Classics tracking system, except you just don't have the little beacons around the tracks where they've been laid. So you can't really spot them easily. Oh! Oh, just a rabbit. I just saw a little bit of movement and color and thought it might have been what we were after. Nothing else, though. Seems like when it comes to the wolves, they are trickier to come across. I guess because of their size. You won't really see them as easily as you would like a deer or caribou or that. Now, where even am I on them? Okay. We're not too bad off for, like, positioning in the map. I do want to be careful not to go sprinting. But we'll see if we can go for a few more minutes, try to get this other wolf, and then make our way for the next area. I do wish we could bring more than a single, like, animal lure, like a collar or something like that. Just so then that way you could tackle multiple areas in a row without having to go change stuff out if you're trying to call something in. Yeah, but I don't see any signs around here. I'll just quickly use the scope. Yeah, nothing. Okay, well, we'll continue working back towards the next area. And maybe we'll come across a couple more wolves. Just by chance. Because, I mean, that is how we stumbled upon the couple that we were going after here. That's just a rock down there. I do admit I like how our stamina has improved through the series so far. That's been one thing I've commented a few times, but it regenerates much, much quicker for us than when we first were starting to play. So let me keep working our way eastwards, and we'll see if maybe we can just get lucky and stumble across a bit of an unaware one. Like, again, nice big open areas like this, but there's nothing in them to be able to make use of it for. Okay, I actually gotta go up this way. Okay, let's try and figure out if we've got anything possibly cornered ahead. Like, that actually... Okay, it's kind of the direction we want to go for getting to the next area. Oh. I actually got a little fence line here. Okay, I guess this is as far as we can go up this direction. So I do have to head back and look at... up through this little pass here. Let's take one more look. Yeah, I don't see anything, unfortunately. Okay, thankfully that wasn't too big of a drop. I'm not sure how the fall damage is for the game. I know there is, like, falls and that you can take, because we did experience one ourselves. But it didn't seem like it was anything, like, super, super bad. Like, a foot drop would break a leg. Yeah, okay, this... basically does funnel us forward to the next area, so I don't really need to keep going this way unless we're going to leave. So let me just see if I can maybe work back this way and think of a good direction to go from here. Let's see. I could work up that way, or I could keep looking down the way we kind of came into this region. I don't really see anything that way, so you know what, maybe what I'll do... let's try looking back up this route. Let's see if maybe we can get lucky and there'll be something nearby. Now, there is a way to play the game on a much easier difficulty, because you can actually turn on, like, animal markers as, like, a little HUD, I believe. I think you'll basically see, like, little dots out and about on the map. And that's your little clue of... well, I shouldn't say clue. That's your literal giveaway of this is an animal, where you see the dot. And it's not like carnivores where they're little pings on an overhead map. Like, they don't show up here. They'll actually show up, you see them just moving about the environment. I can thankfully say I've moved away from my hunting skills being so bad I have to use that. But when I was younger, I think I remember having it on a couple of times. I'm not seeing anything. I think the wolves I am going to have to look at basically trying to provoke one into an attack. Unless I can get a bit lucky like how the first one was, where we just like stumble upon it on a higher elevation and it's just completely oblivious to us. Yeah, with no collar and no way of really being able to narrow down where they could be, it does turn a lot into just like searching for a needle in a haystack. Though last time I came across them, it was basically right around here where we had gotten the one. Yeah, I don't think... Oh! I thought we might not got lucky, but I just saw for a moment there. Now, I don't know if she picked us up and went running off, or... Oh yeah, she probably did. The wind is completely against us here. Yeah, it seems like the wind's been constantly... Oh! There we go. I mean, it was provoked, but we still had to do quite a bit of searching to find her. Or him, I should say. This guy actually valued really good. 420 with the bonus.
That one goes on the high scores list.
Okay, with those done, though, we'll probably have to end the episode here, but then we'll be able to go to the final area for this little set of 3 next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. If you did like the video, you should give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, share in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.